Welcome to the 2024 Dallas Cowboys season breakdown. As we dive into what promises to be an intense and unpredictable season, we'll explore each matchup and analyze the keys to victory for America's team. With the Cowboys being the biggest brand in all of sports, every team we face will be bringing their A-game, eager to make their mark by taking down the star. From the early tests against AFC North powerhouses to the grueling NFC East showdowns, this season is set to challenge the Cowboys at every turn. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of the schedule, I want to share a special message from the channel. We're gearing up for an exciting year, not just on the field, but also in our community. Stay tuned to learn how you can support our channel, get involved in some exclusive opportunities, and help us reach new heights together. Hey Cowboys Nation! I'm excited to announce the launch of a special fundraising campaign to help take our channel to new heights. We're aiming to raise $500 and reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and 1,000 followers on Facebook. With your help, we can continue to deliver the in-depth Cowboys content you love, with even better quality and more frequent updates. This fundraiser is all about growing our community and ensuring that we can keep bringing you the best insights, analysis, and Cowboys news. Every contribution, whether it's financial or simply sharing our channel with fellow fans, makes a big difference. We're passionate about what we do, and with your support, we can make our content even more impactful. If you'd like and you are able to contribute financially, there are a few ways you can do so. You can support us directly through PayPal at bawalker79@yahoo.com or via Cash App at $Bratisaradud. Every dollar counts and goes directly towards improving the quality of our content, covering new topics, and creating even more engaging videos for you all. Also, don't forget to check out our store, the Blue Star Ghostbusters store, where you can find some awesome Cowboys merchandise. Every purchase not only helps the channel but also lets you show off your Cowboys pride. Thank you so much for your continued support. We couldn't do this without you. Let's hit these goals together, Cowboys Nation. So join us in this campaign, and let's hit these goals together. Whether you donate through PayPal, Cash App, or pick up some gear from our store, every bit helps us keep the Cowboys conversation going strong. Thanks for being part of this journey. Now, let's break down what the 2024 season has in store for the Dallas Cowboys. Week 1, at Cleveland Browns. The Cowboys kick off the 2024 season on the road against the Cleveland Browns, a team with plenty to prove. The Browns have been steadily building a strong roster, and with a solid defense led by Myles Garrett, they're ready to test the Cowboys' offensive line from the get-go. The Browns will look to disrupt the rhythm of Dak Prescott and the Cowboys' offense, making it crucial for Dallas to establish the run game early and protect the ball. This game could easily swing in either direction, making it a true test of the Cowboys' resilience and readiness right out of the gate. On the defensive side, Dallas will need to keep Cleveland's dynamic running game in check. The Browns have a strong backfield, and if Dallas can't control the line of scrimmage, it could be a long day for the defense. The secondary will also be tested against Cleveland's play-action game. This is a pivotal game, and while my gut says it could go either way, I'm leaning slightly toward a Dallas win on this one. The key to victory will be how well the Cowboys' defense can contain the Browns' offense, forcing them into mistakes and capitalizing on them. Week 2, New Orleans Saints. The Cowboys' home opener against the New Orleans Saints will be another tough challenge. The Saints, even with Derek Carr, have maintained a formidable offense and a defense that can create turnovers. The Cowboys' offense needs to be at its sharpest, as the Saints are known for their opportunistic defense, which can turn the tide of the game in a heartbeat. Establishing a rhythm early will be critical, as will converting in the red zone, where the Saints have traditionally been stout. Defensively, the Cowboys must focus on disrupting the Saints' passing game. The Saints will likely try to test the Cowboys' secondary with deep shots and quick passes to their playmakers. A strong pass rush and disciplined coverage will be key to keeping the Saints' offense in check. This is a game where Dallas could really make a statement, but it will require their defense to step up and complement what should be a potent offensive attack. Week 3, Baltimore Ravens. When the Cowboys host the Baltimore Ravens, they'll be facing one of the most physical teams in the NFL. The Ravens' defense is relentless, and their offense, led by Lamar Jackson, is built on the foundation of a powerful running game and unpredictable play calling. The Cowboys will need to be prepared for a grind-it-out type of game, where every possession counts. Offensive efficiency and ball security will be paramount against a Ravens team that thrives on capitalizing on mistakes. The key for the Cowboys' defense in this game will be containing Lamar Jackson and forcing him into uncomfortable passing situations. Dallas will need to be disciplined in their assignments, particularly in containing Jackson's ability to extend plays with his legs. If the Cowboys can force Baltimore into obvious passing downs and limit their explosive plays, they have a real shot at winning. However, this is another game that could go either way, depending on which version of the Cowboys shows up. Week 4, at New York Giants. Traveling to face the New York Giants in Week 4 presents a classic NFC East rivalry matchup. The Giants have been steadily improving, and playing in MetLife Stadium is always a challenge. The Cowboys' offense will need to come out firing on all cylinders, as the Giants will be eager to make a statement against a divisional foe. The offensive line will be tested by a young and aggressive Giants defense, making it crucial for Dallas to control the tempo and avoid costly turnovers. Defensively, the Cowboys must dominate the line of scrimmage and pressure the Giants' quarterback into making quick decisions. The Giants' offense has struggled with consistency, and Dallas can exploit that by forcing them into third-and-long situations. Winning the turnover battle will be key, as will be keeping the Giants' running game in check. If the Cowboys' defense can rise to the occasion, this is a game they should be able to win, but it won't come easy. Week 5, at Pittsburgh Steelers. The final game of this tough early stretch is a road trip to Pittsburgh to face the Steelers, a team known for its physical style of play. The Steelers' defense is among the best in the league, with a fearsome pass rush led by T.J. Watt. The Cowboys' offensive line will need to be at its best to keep Dak Prescott upright and give the offense a chance to move the ball effectively. Establishing the run and protecting the football will be critical in a hostile environment like Heinz Field. On defense, the Cowboys will need to be stout against a Steelers offense that thrives on balance and ball control. The key will be to disrupt the Steelers' timing and force them into passing situations where they can unleash their pass rush. If the Cowboys can do that and avoid giving up big plays, they'll have a chance to steal a win on the road. This game, like the others, is one where the defense will need to be the difference maker, as the Steelers are always tough to beat at home. In summary, the Cowboys' first 5 games of the 2024 season are filled with tough matchups against teams that will be eager to take down one of the biggest names in sports. While my gut tells me that Dallas could start 2-3, my optimistic side hopes for a 3-2 start. One thing is certain, the defense will be the key to victory in each of these games, and if the Cowboys' offense can perform at its best, they have a chance to come out of this stretch with a winning record. Week 6, Detroit Lions. The Cowboys kick off the second stretch of their 2024 season against the Detroit Lions, a team that will be coming into this game with a chip on their shoulder. Last season, the Lions head coach made some questionable decisions that cost them the game, and they'll be looking for revenge this time around. The Lions have a young and hungry squad, and they'll be eager to prove that they can hang with one of the NFL's premier teams. Dallas must be prepared for an aggressive game plan from Detroit, who will likely throw everything they have at the Cowboys to avoid another loss. For Dallas, the key to winning will be their defense. The Lions have an explosive offense, capable of putting up points in bunches, so the Cowboys will need to keep pressure on the quarterback and force turnovers. If the defense can contain Detroit's attack, the offense should be able to do its part. The Cowboys have the weapons to move the ball at will, but they can't afford to take the Lions lightly. A focused, disciplined effort on both sides of the ball will be necessary to secure a victory in this revenge game. Week 7, bye week. Week 8 at San Francisco 49ers. The matchup against the San Francisco 49ers is undoubtedly one of the most anticipated games of the season for the Cowboys. After losing 3 straight games to the 49ers, including 2 heartbreaking playoff exits, Dallas will be looking to finally get over the hump. The 49ers have been a thorn in the Cowboys' side, and this game presents a prime opportunity for Dallas to exorcise those demons. It will be a physical contest, with both teams boasting strong defenses and explosive offenses. The Cowboys will need to bring their A-game to overcome a team that has had their number. Defensively, the Cowboys must focus on disrupting the 49ers' rhythm. San Francisco's offense thrives on versatility and unpredictability, so Dallas will need to be disciplined and aggressive. The key will be to pressure the quarterback and shut down the running game, forcing the 49ers to become one-dimensional. Offensively, Dallas needs to execute efficiently, avoid turnovers, and capitalize on every opportunity. This is a game where every play will count, and the Cowboys must be relentless in their pursuit of victory. Week 9 at Atlanta Falcons. Following the high-stakes showdown with the 49ers, the Cowboys will face the Atlanta Falcons in a game that could serve as a potential trap if they're not careful. The Falcons are a team in transition, but they have enough talent to pull off an upset if Dallas comes in flat. The Cowboys must avoid any letdown after the emotional contest against San Francisco and remain focused on taking care of business. Atlanta's offense can be sneaky good, and Dallas will need to be prepared for anything they throw at them. The defense will once again be the key for Dallas. The Falcons may not be on the same level as some of the Cowboys' other opponents, but they're more than capable of putting points on the board. The Cowboys' defensive line must dominate the trenches, and the secondary needs to be sharp to prevent big plays. On offense, the Cowboys should be able to move the ball efficiently, but they must be careful not to underestimate the Falcons. A strong, disciplined performance is necessary to avoid a potential upset and keep the momentum going. Week 10, Philadelphia Eagles. The rivalry between the Cowboys and the Eagles is always intense, and this Week 10 matchup will be no different. The Eagles will be coming into this game with one goal: to beat their most hated rival. Philadelphia is a team that matches up well with Dallas, and they will be looking to exploit any weaknesses they can find. The Cowboys will need to be prepared for a fierce battle, as the Eagles are always dangerous, especially when playing against Dallas. The stakes are always high in these matchups, and this one could have major implications for the NFC East race. Dallas defense will need to be at its best to contain the Eagles' dynamic offense. Philadelphia will try to use their speed and physicality to put pressure on the Cowboys, so Dallas must be ready to counter with a strong pass rush and tight coverage. Offensively, the Cowboys need to control the tempo and take advantage of any opportunities that come their way. The key to winning this game will be limiting mistakes and playing with the intensity that this rivalry demands. A win here would be huge for the Cowboys as they push towards the postseason. Week 11, Houston Texans. The Cowboys wrap up this stretch with a matchup against their in-state rivals, the Houston Texans. While the Texans have long been considered the little brother in Texas, they are an up-and-coming team looking to make a statement against the Cowboys. Houston wants to show the league that they're a team on the rise, and beating Dallas would be a significant step in that direction. The Cowboys must be prepared for a motivated opponent that will be playing with nothing to lose and everything to gain. The key for Dallas will be to assert their dominance early and not give the Texans any reason to believe they can win. Defensively, the Cowboys need to stifle Houston's offense and create turnovers to set the tone. Offensively, Dallas should be able to move the ball at will, but they must stay disciplined and avoid mistakes that could keep the Texans in the game. If the Cowboys can execute their game plan and play to their potential, they should come out with a victory, but as always, they must avoid taking any opponent for granted. As we look at this tough stretch of games, it's clear that each one presents its own set of challenges. While my gut tells me the Cowboys could go 4-1, there is no room for complacency. Every team will be gunning for Dallas, and the Cowboys will need to bring their best effort each week to maintain their place among the NFL's elite. The defense will be the key to success, as they will need to set the tone and create opportunities for the offense to capitalize. Week 12 at Washington Commanders. The Cowboys start the final stretch of the 2024 season on the road against the Washington Commanders, a team that has undergone significant changes under the leadership of Dan Quinn. Washington should be a much improved team this season, especially on defense, with Quinn bringing his expertise to transform their unit into a formidable force. This will be a tough game, particularly because Washington will be highly motivated to beat a rival like Dallas. The Cowboys will need to be prepared for a hard-fought battle, as the Commanders will not roll over easily, especially at home. As always, the key to victory for Dallas will be their defense. The Commanders will likely try to control the game with their defense and keep the Cowboys' offense in check, so it's crucial that Dallas' defense matches that intensity. They need to pressure the quarterback and disrupt Washington's offensive rhythm, forcing turnovers and setting up the offense with favorable field position. Offensively, the Cowboys should be able to move the ball, but they must avoid mistakes and capitalize on their opportunities. This game could be closer than expected, and Dallas will need to execute well on both sides of the ball to come out with a win. Week 13, New York Giants. Next up is a home game against the New York Giants, who will be looking to avoid a season sweep at the hands of the Cowboys. Division games are always challenging, and the Giants, despite their struggles, are never an opponent to take lightly. By this point in the season, New York could be playing with a chip on their shoulder, trying to salvage what's left of their year by spoiling Dallas' playoff push. The Cowboys will need to be ready for a spirited effort from their division rivals, who will be eager to pull off an upset. Defensively, Dallas must dominate the line of scrimmage and prevent the Giants from establishing any momentum on offense. The Cowboys' pass rush will be critical in keeping pressure on the Giants' quarterback and forcing mistakes. Offensively, Dallas has the talent to put up points, but they must remain focused and avoid costly turnovers that could swing the game in New York's favor. If the Cowboys can control the pace and execute their game plan, they should be able to complete the sweep, but they must approach this game with the same intensity as any other. Week 14, Cincinnati Bengals. In Week 14, the Cowboys face off against the Cincinnati Bengals, a team that is likely in the thick of the playoff hunt. The Bengals boast one of the league's most potent offenses, led by their star quarterback and dynamic playmakers. This game will be a true test for Dallas, as Cincinnati will be fighting to secure a playoff spot and won't be holding anything back. The Cowboys will need to bring their best effort to contain a Bengals team that can light up the scoreboard if given the chance. The Cowboys' defense will be the deciding factor in this game. They must find a way to slow down Cincinnati's high-powered offense, which means pressuring the quarterback, shutting down the run game, and covering the Bengals' talented receivers tightly. If Dallas can force Cincinnati into mistakes and capitalize on them, they will have a good chance of winning. On offense, the Cowboys must control the clock and keep the Bengals' offense off the field as much as possible. This is a game where every possession will count, and Dallas must make the most of theirs. Week 15 at Carolina Panthers. The Cowboys then travel to face the Carolina Panthers, a team that might surprise many in the NFC this season. The Panthers have been steadily improving and could be the shocking team in the conference by this point in the year. Carolina has a young, talented roster and could be looking to make a statement against a team as high-profile as Dallas. The Cowboys cannot afford to underestimate the Panthers, who will be playing with confidence and determination in front of their home crowd. For Dallas, the defense must be on high alert to prevent Carolina from gaining any momentum. The Panthers are likely to play aggressively, and the Cowboys must match that intensity, particularly in the trenches. The defense needs to stifle the Panthers' offense and prevent big plays, while the offense should focus on executing efficiently and taking control of the game early. If Dallas can jump out to a lead and maintain their focus, they should be able to secure a win, but they must be wary of Carolina's potential to pull off an upset. Week 16, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In Week 16, the Cowboys take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who by this time should be locked into a playoff spot. The Buccaneers are a seasoned team with a roster full of talent, and they will be looking to fine-tune their play as the postseason approaches. For Dallas, this game represents a significant challenge, as Tampa Bay will be looking to solidify their position and make a statement against a team like the Cowboys. This will be a physical contest, and Dallas will need to be at their best to come out on top. The defense will once again be crucial for the Cowboys. Tampa Bay has a balanced offense that can hurt you in multiple ways, so Dallas will need to be versatile and disciplined in their defensive approach. Creating pressure, forcing turnovers, and limiting big plays will be the keys to success. Offensively, the Cowboys must focus on controlling the tempo and exploiting any weaknesses in the Buccaneers' defense. This game could have significant playoff implications, and Dallas must approach it with the urgency and intensity it deserves. Week 17 at Philadelphia Eagles. The penultimate game of the season is a road matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles, a game that could be filled with playoff implications. Depending on the outcome of their first meeting, the Eagles might be seeking revenge against their most bitter rivals. Philadelphia will be motivated to prove they are the team to beat in the NFC East, and Dallas will need to be ready for a hostile environment and a fired-up opponent. This game could be a potential playoff preview, making it even more critical for the Cowboys to perform at a high level. Defense will be the key for Dallas in this rivalry game. The Eagles will look to exploit any weaknesses in the Cowboys' defense, so Dallas must play with discipline and aggression. Stopping the run, pressuring the quarterback, and covering the Eagles' receivers will be essential to keeping Philadelphia's offense in check. On the offensive side, the Cowboys must execute efficiently and take advantage of every scoring opportunity. This game could come down to the wire, and Dallas must be prepared to fight for every inch if they want to secure a win. Week 18, Washington Commanders. The final game of the regular season sees the Cowboys hosting the Washington Commanders. By this point, both teams might have their playoff positions locked in, leading to the possibility of starters being rested. However, if the game has significant playoff implications, it could be a hard-fought battle. Washington, under Dan Quinn, will be looking to end the season on a high note, and they will not make things easy for Dallas. The Cowboys must be prepared for a tough game, regardless of who is on the field. As always, the defense will play a pivotal role in determining the outcome. If Dallas needs this win to secure a better playoff seed, they must come out strong and take control early. Limiting Washington's offensive opportunities and creating turnovers will be key. Offensively, the Cowboys should focus on executing their game plan and avoiding any costly mistakes. If both teams rest their starters, it will be an opportunity for the backups to show what they can do, but if not, Dallas must be ready for a full-on battle to end the regular season on a high note. As we look ahead to the 2024 Dallas Cowboys season, the journey promises to be as challenging as it is thrilling. Every opponent will be gunning for the Cowboys, eager to claim victory over one of the most storied franchises in all of sports. The schedule is packed with formidable matchups, from AFC North contenders like the Browns and Ravens to NFC powerhouses like the 49ers and Eagles. Each game will test the Cowboys' resilience and determination, with the defense playing a pivotal role in securing wins. Despite the tough road ahead, my prediction is that the Cowboys will once again finish the regular season with a 12-5 record, marking the fourth consecutive season with this impressive record, a rare feat in the NFL. This consistency speaks to the team's talent, depth, and the leadership of the coaching staff. While there will undoubtedly be challenges along the way, the Cowboys have the potential to navigate them and emerge as strong contenders heading into the playoffs. This season is about more than just maintaining a winning record. It's about seizing every opportunity and proving that the Cowboys are not just a big name, but a force to be reckoned with on the field. In the regular season. For Dallas Cowboys fans, the regular season is just the prelude to what really matters, the playoffs. While a 12-5 record is admirable, and consistency in the regular season is a sign of a strong team, it doesn't satisfy the hunger of a fan base that measures success by Super Bowl victories. Cowboys Nation isn't just looking for a team that can perform well week in and week out. They want a team that can dominate in the playoffs and finally bring home that elusive sixth Lombardi trophy. It's been nearly 3 decades since the Cowboys last hoisted the Super Bowl trophy, and for many fans, nothing short of adding another to the collection will do. The regular season is important, but it's the postseason where legends are made, and where the Cowboys need to prove they belong among the NFL's elite. The pressure is on for Dallas to not only make the playoffs but to make a deep run and ultimately secure that 6th championship, something that has remained just out of reach for far too long. So, until next time, remember to be good to each other and